Yo, it's your boy P Camp here to talk about the infamous Juwan Howard smack. Juwan put the smack down, and listen, was it the right thing to do? Okay, but listen, let's start off with what led up to the frustration. They were coaching, Michigan was getting blew out by 15, and Juwan was mad because their coach called 2 timeouts, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the game. I'm sure their coach was mad because Juwan was pressing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the game, was like, it's 10 seconds left. Why you pressing me? You know, but I'm a strong believer in, hey, change it on the floor. You know, some games, coaches get mad because the team is running up the score at the end of the game. It's like, is that necessary? It's necessary if you can't stop me. If you want to change it, stop me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to do, Juwan. You got to win. You have to win to stop said behavior. But understandable, he was mad at some of the coaching, but so he didn't even want to talk to him. Like, I'm going to play the video. Like, as you can see right here, he don't even want to go over. He don't even want to go over. You know what I'm saying? He like, huffing and puffing. He like, I'm trying to go over there. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get his mind right. You know what I'm saying? But then, he finally, they started doing the handshakes, and everybody's shaking. And now watch what, right there. Look, don't touch me, bro. And this is where it goes wrong. This is where it goes wrong. Don't touch me. And then, as you can see, melee, and then comes the infamous smack. Wow! And then everything else breaks loose. Now, is it a bad look? Yes. But you got to give a man some space. Like I told you in the video before, watch who you're talking to, because you might have the right one. And it looked like this Wisconsin coach had the right one today. You know what I'm saying? Juwan was not having it. And rightfully so. Listen, think about, everybody say what you should have did and what you would have did and how you should have conducted yourself until you are, just think about a time where you were furious at somebody. And then they decided to get into your bubble, into your space, and hold you up. You trying to walk off. Now they want to stiff arm you. Hold on, let me talk to, listen, bro, do not touch me right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good time. You know what I'm saying? Leave it, let me be. Call me tomorrow or something. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. Call me tomorrow. But I find it funny that everybody breezes over the fact that the coach put his hands on Juwan first. And everybody's looking at the reaction. And like I said in my video, you know, now that I'm reacting, now you want to stop me. But you know what I'm saying? It's one of them things. Now, is it a good look? No, it's not. Because, you know, something Stephen A. Smith said is like with the kids, you go sit down in the house with the kids and, you know, is this the way you're a leader of men? And do you want your players to follow in your footsteps? Because as you can see, they did. Right after he threw that smack, everybody get the throwing punches and, you know what I'm saying? And you got to think about this too. Potential injuries. You know, the kid throw a punch, break his hand, you know, pulled a Myers Stoudemire. He punched the wall and broke his hand and was out. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about all this. And you don't really want to show your kids that that's the way to go. But like Kendrick Perkins said, let's not act like we haven't seen worse. Because everybody's losing their mind over this. But let's not act like we ain't seen Bobby Knight choke people and throw chairs. Bobby Knight did just about everything that could be done that wasn't supposed to be done on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? So let's not forget that. But that's part of that white privilege we be talking about. You know what I'm saying? But it's also part of reason people forget is because Bobby Knight was winning. You know what I'm saying? So, Juwan, you got to win to get past this. But we all know as black people, you have to do stuff 10 times better to get said acclaim. So you would have to win 10 times more than Bobby Knight to get the reaction that they gave him, which is passive. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember Bobby Knight getting fired for this type of thing. He got suspended for this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? He just did it. And everybody just was like, it's cool. It's Bobby Knight. But he was a winner, though. But, you know, us as black folk, we know we got to outperform just to shine or to be considered on the same level. So with that in mind, stuff like this, you can't really do it. When you do it, you can do it, but it's going to follow you. It's going to follow you. That next job, that next coaching job you may have is going to follow you. Should you have done this? Should you have done that? Are they even going to hire you because of this? You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of thing. And then you want to show your boys that this is a test that's going to constantly happen to black men. Because this is how white folk like to fight with you. You know, the Karens of the world. This is how they like to bother you. They like to do petty things. Like that coach knew what he was doing when he was calling them timeouts. They like to do stuff, you know, whether it's in a workplace or wherever, to get under your skin, you know, passive aggressive emails, you know, complaining, making complaints to the boss about you and this, that, and they like to do stuff to get under your skin, constantly saying little stuff, little racist stuff, you know, to bother you purposely because they want you to, you know what I'm saying? And then when you finally react and, you know what I'm saying, and blow up and knock one of their teeth out, then you get the full extent of the law pressed on you because that's how they play. I seen two white guys arguing one day. And he talked all the type of junk about what he was going to do. Now, usually it's going like this with white and black folk, but it was two white guys this time. He talked about, I'm going to break your kneecaps. I'm going to break your face. And this, you know, he said we're going to break everything on this man. Soon as he got a half of a punch, it wasn't even a full punch. It was like this. People's in the way, and the guy tried to punch him. He barely hit him in the, you know what I'm saying? Like barely grazed his face. I'm suing your pants off, buddy. It was just like, hold on, wait a minute. You threatened my life 5 minutes ago. Now you gonna sue? This how they operate. I'm telling you, this is how they operate. So as a life lesson, we have to, and trust me, I am talking to myself. We have to learn how to bottle it up and hold on to it and not relinquish and let it go. Because usually when you let it go, it feels great. It feels great. But it's usually probably the wrong move because you feel great, but you be at the crib, unemployed, mulling over whether you should have did it or not. And, you know, I'm just saying, you be thinking like, I wonder if I should have handled that quite like that. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to follow Juwan Howard. This is going to follow him in next coaching jobs, or especially if he doesn't win, like, you know, and have better season. Michigan isn't doing too well right now. So, but it's also, you know, it looked bad, but to me, it's understandable. Would I fire him? No, I would not fire him for this. Suspension. I would say if you're going to do suspension, I would say both coaches are warranted suspensions because I'm not going to let this Wisconsin coach off the hook for this. Like, and it leads me to something else about the handshakes after the game. I don't know if that's such a good idea, man. Tempers flaring. You done played a hard game. You mad because you won or you lost, you know what I'm saying, and or how the calls went or whatever, or players was talking junk during the game. Now y'all want us to shake hands afterward. It feels like this would happen, and it feels like you're making it happen. I get the whole sportsmanship type thing, but you taking a testosterone-driven sport with males and this, you know, and females too. You know what I'm saying? It's like all that testosterone and playing and hard and you know what I'm saying? And you talking junk and throwing elbows and, you know what I'm saying? And then you want me to shake hands at the end? I don't know. But it was a bad look, but I understand the bubbling up of the temper. Now, the assistant coach was the one that caught the slap. I don't know if he said something wrong or what, you know, how that played out, or if he just caught that stray bullet, that stray slap bullet. But it definitely is something to think about because, you know, pretty much the players start brawling after that. And that ain't what you want to show them. You know what I'm saying? The life lessons has to teach us to fight in another manner rather than our hands. But I do understand that, hey, make sure you got the right one when you're talking what you're talking or when you putting your hands on people. because it's not warranted and it's not going to go well in certain situations. And you're going to have to deal with them decisions. You know what I'm saying? And white folk, I'm just sorry to say, this go for y'all too. Y'all got that white privilege. You might put us in jail or get us some assault charges or get us fired or whatever. But you won't catch them hands before you do. It may not be as light as this. You know what I'm saying? You're lucky you got people in between y'all, because some of us, once we get hold to you, we ain't gonna loose you until we put you in bandages. You're gonna be in the hospital somewhere. So just think about that when you testing people's limits. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you. Do you think he should have threw the punch? Do you think he shouldn't have? Do you think he should get fired, suspended? However long should it be? I don't know, but I don't think it warrants great reprimanding. Will they? We're dealing with the NCAA, and we're dealing with, you know, they don't look at it like I do. That's all I'm gonna say, because all the talk have been about Juwan Howard. It hasn't been about the coach who initiated the hands. So, with that being said, I can pretty much expect this isn't going to go in Juwan Howard's favor, and that's why I say it takes a lot for you to be able to hold it in, but it would do you best to learn that craft. I'm learning. I'm trying as well, because in the end, it usually isn't going to go your way. You get a stress reliever, but it don't go your way in the end. But this your boy Pete Camp. Let me know what you think or what you don't think. That's your boy.